Hey, just Jay.
Hey, just Jay here, and today I'm wired up a little bit differently because I'm going to be talking about an app for the iPhone, iPod Touch, and your iPad. It's called Loopy 2. It's for live looping. DubFX has done a video on it, and he is endorsing this, and I endorse it too, and I'll tell you why. It's cheap right now. They've got an introductory price on it. It's super simple. I'm one that I have a lot of looping things. I use ambiloop freeware on my PC with a pedal board that I have hooked up to that, and I also use this little guy right here, the VE20. Both of those are awesome. Ambiloop gives you lots and lots of options on how to, lots of flexibility, I guess, but not a whole lot of effects. This right here gives me a whole lot of effects, but not a whole lot of flexibility in the looping. And also, ambiloop is a little bit harder to set up, whereas my vocal performer, the VE20, super simple, really easy to set up for gigs and things like that. And this guy right here gives me the flexibility of ambiloop, but it doesn't necessarily give me the effects that I want. But there are rumors that the effects are going to be coming out for it. And these 6 little circles are super, super powerful. Now, this is an iPod Touch right here, and I've got it connected with lots of wires. That's so I can split the audio between my headphones here and the camera, so you can get the audio there. And I have it hooked up. I have an iRig here, which is pretty slick little contraption if you don't have an iPhone or you want to connect nicer mics to your iPhone or iPod Touch. And then I have that connected to the microphone impedance matching transformer. It's a CP8201 by Audio-Technica. And then that's hooked up XLR to my SM58 mic. And then I've also got the headphone out split between my headphones and the camera. So anyway, that's kind of how I've got this set up right here. Normally I wouldn't have this many cables. It'd be a whole lot simpler, but because I'm recording into the video, it's a little bit more complicated today. So let me show you a little bit of what this can do. Okay, so there's 6 of these circles in the interface, and each of those circles holds a loop. You can combine loops, you can delete loops, you can pan loops left and right, and you can increase the volume or decrease the volume of one of the loops in the circles just by flicking your fingers around on these circles. Really, really intuitive. They've got tutorials built into the app that guide you through it. I recommend going through those, and this app is awesome. So here we go. We'll test out some of the loops. So basically, I tap, and it starts recording. So tap again, and it stops recording that loop. So there's my first loop. So I can go to the next circle and add a different loop. So there we go. There's 2 loops going at the same time. And I can record a loop that's twice as long as these loops, and it will still stay in sync with those. The circle will just spin around faster. You'll see the loop. Okay, so you see that loop right there? It takes twice as long to go around, so it's super cool. Just everything's really intuitive with this. Now I can combine these 2 loops just by dragging the one onto the other, and then they highlight and it drags together. Now I've got those together. If I want to stop that loop, just touch it and it stops. Turn it back on. Pretty slick. My tongue got split and I was spit fire. Reverb was a ticker, but I just get higher. Wanna be it's your one desire. Ain't gonna happen cause I'm J. Meyer. Laying down the mason laid bricks. Y'all know you want me like the rabbit 1-6. Cuckoo for the cocoa puffs and Mason the trees. Check the nutrition facts for vitamin B. Anyway, so you can see you can throw that on top. You can even record a session. So if you have loops going, you click the record button and you can record it and share it online with whoever you want. So basically, sweet app, go out and get it. Super versatile. You can take down all this stuff, drop the beats out, bring it back. It's just really easy to work with. If I don't like a track, I just flick up and click the clear button. Really, really simple. So go out and buy it. Awesome app. And if you're into looping or if you're not and you just want to try it out, awesome thing to work with. And yeah, hopefully they add effects in here soon, because that will be the best thing, is adding a little reverb, adding a little echo. Any of those simple things are going to only make this app worth a lot more. And I've used every app out there. I actually own every app out there on here. I've got Everyday Looper. I've got I can't even remember the other ones. I know TC Helicom makes one, like Voice Live, or I can't remember what it is, but it's nothing in comparison to this. This is hands down the best one out there and the easiest to use, and I love it. Can't say enough about it. Enough good about it. So go and get it if you're into looping. It will be a very good tool for you to have, especially if you just have an iPhone and you don't want to have all these cables hooked up and you just want to get some tracks laid down and practice, get some ideas out before you forget them. So anyway, this has been Hey Just Jay, and talking about Loopy 2 in the Apple iTunes store. So, yep, go out and get it.
Hey Just Jay.